He wasn't training his best and believed he was going to win. And it wouldn't be a very interesting fight unless he was on Twitter running his mouth and trying to self-hypnotize himself that he's going to win. And sitting there and talking and endlessly talking about how he's going to definitely win and he has nothing to worry about and I'm old and I'm coming back and all this crap. That's what makes the fight interesting. So I'm very glad he's doing that as opposed to saying nothing. It's good for the brand. It's good for the video when I win. It's good for everything. So I'm very, very excited.
All right, so Andrew Tate has been making an absolutely wild promise and he's been repeating it nonstop. According to Tate, Chase DeMoor will not, under any circumstance, survive the opening round when they finally meet in the ring. He's predicting a clean, instant knockout. No hesitation. No margin for error. Tate believes this kind of finish will silence everyone questioning whether he still belongs at this level, or whether his return to combat sports is just another headline-grabbing stunt. He's putting his name, his credibility, and his legacy on the line, insisting this fight won't last more than 3 minutes.
If I knock you out, can I get a free membership to the real world?
I don't think you're going to knock me out, Chase. And truthfully, and I state this with respect for you, going in there believing you're going to knock me out easily is the biggest mistake you're ever going to make in your life. I promise you that. I promise you. Don't think you're going to get in there and just knock me out easy like I'm a fucking idiot. Like I'm going to go in there and I've made some mistake and I've just signed a contract and haven't taken this seriously. I'm not a fucking idiot, Chase. You understand me? So I think you should take this a lot more seriously, have a little bit more respect for me. I'm now your boss. I respect you as an opponent. I respect you as an athlete. And don't be walking through life saying I'm going to knock Andrew out like it's nothing. Because it's not going to happen.
What makes this situation even more intense is the timing. Tate is returning to sanctioned competition after a 5-year absence, which is a massive layoff by any standard. His last official bout was a kickboxing fight against Cosman Linger, and since then he stayed visible everywhere except inside a regulated ring. Most fighters coming off a break like that would choose a soft re-entry. A tune-up. Someone safe. Tate did the opposite. He jumped straight into Misfits boxing, aiming for a dramatic comeback that reasserts his relevance. Meanwhile, Chase DeMoor has been moving at full speed. As the reigning Misfits heavyweight champion, he stayed active, logging 6 fights in the past year alone. His latest opponent, Evan Singer, didn't make it out of the first round. Instead of staying quiet, DeMoor has leaned fully into the spotlight, backing his momentum with trash talk and online theatrics that keep this rivalry front and center.
Out there and get hit a couple times.
Yeah, you got it.
I think Andrew Tate hasn't fought in a long time, but I think his technique and background and his ability, like he's a good striker. I think that he beats Chase DeMoor.
Yeah, I think his sparring videos have showed me like his aggression level and that he's gonna go out there and enjoy being in the starlight of just the lights and he's the CEO and like he's fighting. Yeah. I think he's gonna do good, and I'm not gonna lie, I've seen Chase DeMoor look absolutely.
Even before fight week officially began, DeMoor was already pushing buttons. He suggested that Tate might be hiding injuries from training, a claim that quickly spread among fans dissecting every detail. The rumor gained traction when Tate appeared in recent footage with a noticeable black eye, giving DeMoor's speculation visual fuel. Suddenly, questions started swirling about Tate's condition. Tate, however, dismissed it entirely. To him, the noise is familiar. He's framed this matchup as a high-risk situation for himself, arguing that DeMoor is stepping into the biggest opportunity of his career, while Tate is the one risking a long-established reputation. In his view, accusations of being old, washed, or compromised are excuses from people who already expect him to lose. Rather than avoiding the pressure, Tate seems energized by it.
Lips with your eyes, I've seen the pads, I've seen all of that. I just don't think you're a phenomenal enough athlete anymore to step in the ring with somebody like me.
Then why are you still nervous?
Tate's mindset throughout the build-up has been consistent. He thrives under pressure, whether it's inside the ring in media battles, or in high-stakes personal challenges. He's repeatedly reminded critics that he's faced tougher opponents and larger obstacles before and survived all of them. That confidence only intensified the rivalry. The tension finally boiled over when Tate and DeMoor came face-to-face at a chaotic press event in Dubai. Tate made a statement before saying a word, arriving late on a luxury boat with cameras tracking every move. It was pure spectacle, setting the tone for an event filled with insults, posturing, and chest-to-chest confrontations. No punches were thrown, but the hostility was unmistakable.
But I am now seeing and hearing in the water, headed this way, is the top G, Andrew Tate.
Listen, the y'all can't fight for you either. Get over here, Tate.
Bring your little ass.
I mean, champ, you have to know this is mind games. He's flexing on you right now. He's the top G. You're in his city. He's bringing a boat to the press conference, making you wait on him. I gotta ask you, do you feel disrespected by any of this? You're the champ here.
That guy looks like Tarzan, fights like Jane. I ain't worried about him. He's using the boat to try to intimidate me, but listen, the boat's not in the ring with him. He's still got to get punched in the face.
You got to admit, though, it's a pretty nice boat.
Listen, I showed up in a 2004 Honda Civic. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to pack him in. That man's showing up on boats because this is his main event. He can win the entrances. He can win the money flex. He can win all that. This belt right here, he cannot win.
Hey, by the way, you can take a look behind you. There he is. What do you think of the fit?
Man, Zara must be treating that guy nice. Where'd he get that chain? Goodwill?
One detail fans immediately fixated on was Daore's apparent size advantage. He looked taller, broader, and more physically imposing, sparking doubts about whether Tate had taken on too much. Tate's longtime coach, Amir, wasn't concerned. He explained that optics can be misleading, influenced by footwear, posture, and angles. Even if Daore does hold a slight height advantage, Amir insists it won't matter once the fight starts. Power, he argues, comes from timing, speed, technique, and mechanics, not just size. He also emphasized Tate's defensive movement and ring IQ, calling him difficult to hit cleanly. As for the black eye, Amir dismissed it as routine, the result of intense sparring and pad work. To him, it's evidence of serious preparation, not decline.
Chase, what did you see when you looked across?
I saw a guy that bit off more than he can chew. I think he didn't realize the scope of what he was getting into. I've fought in Giants and Kells. I've fought in experienced kickboxers in Tang Tolman, and they've all ended the same. He has nothing that I've not seen before. In fact, he's actually probably the smallest guy I've fought. We don't look at size, we don't look at technique, we don't look at anything. The only thing I look at is, can he punch, can he take a punch? I've seen him quit in his fights. I've seen him get punched. I've seen him have eye problem, black eyes against guys like Fez Batista and Warren Spencer. Those guys aren't getting the job done. And I think that the guys that I train with, the guys that I spar with, the camp that I've had, I was so confident going into it that I knew I was gonna win that fight as soon as they sent me the contract that he signed it. I could not believe it.
Tate has approached this camp with absolute seriousness. At 39, he's no longer a young fighter, but his years of professional kickboxing experience remain a central pillar of his confidence. Since relocating from Romania to the UAE, he's based his entire training operation in Dubai, using the environment to focus exclusively on the fight. Updates from camp show him lean, muscular, and disciplined, moving with purpose. That black eye has almost become symbolic, reinforcing the message that this isn't a casual crossover or celebrity exhibition. Tate sees this as a real fight, one tied directly to his legacy.
His girlfriend is literally in my DMs.
This new generation of people don't understand the lines. Karma is real. Wishing genuine harm on people or insulting people's coaches or doing these terribly things.
Your coach is a fat ass.
You end up paying the price. And we're gonna see on the night.
Fraud.
I promise you, continue to disrespect me. Unfortunately for you, you're not gonna have a career after.
I'm the heavyweight champion. I do what I want. You do what I say.
While Tate presents himself as the seasoned veteran testing his limits, Daore has pushed the rivalry into deeply personal territory. One viral moment showed Daore spending time with Bree Stern, an influencer known for past romantic ties to Tate. The post carried a deliberate tone, amplified by alleged screenshots that fueled speculation. Nothing was confirmed, but the intent was obvious. Daore wanted attention, reactions, and headlines. The move spread quickly online, clearly designed as psychological warfare. Another twist involved sidekick boxing, a brand that supported Tate early in his kickboxing career. When fans noticed Sidekick engaging with Daore during the build-up, it added an ironic layer to an already complicated narrative.
For you is, Andrew, is why did you want 6 rounds and not agree to the 10? Because you don't have the gas tank. Why did you want a weight clause? Because you're not big enough, you're not strong enough. Why do you want your venue, your city, your everything? Why are these the questions that nobody's asking you? We all know the answer to them, we just don't want to say it because you're surrounded by a bunch of yes.
Beyond the drama, Daore has raised serious concerns about the fight's conditions. He claims Tate used his influence to shape the contract in his favor. Though marketed as a heavyweight bout, Daore alleges the contract caps both fighters at 200 pounds, effectively making it a cruiserweight fight. He also mentioned rehydration limits and other restrictions he believes favor Tate's style. From glove selection to officials, Daore argues the setup leans one direction. Despite all of that, he accepted every term. His reason was simple. He wanted the fight. Daore has built his Misfits reputation on embracing the underdog role and finishing opponents early, and he sees this challenge no differently.
When you're a fighter, you want to fight. So it doesn't have to make logical sense. It doesn't have to be something that
You're not a
you have
fighter.
to sit there and say, how much am I going to get paid? Is
You're
it
not a
worth
fighter.
it? Fighters want to fight.
You're a fraud.
I've been fighting my whole life,
You're a victim.
and I'm excited to get back in there and do it again. It's all I've ever done.
Chase, you don't believe him. You don't believe that's why.
The only thing he's ever fought is his hairline, man. Like, he's not fought anybody tough. You were 4-3 in light heavyweight. What makes you think you can just hop in the heavyweight division and go fight the champ? You should have thought it was somebody easier, buddy. I'm not the one.
Why do you think I'm fighting you, Chase?
Adding to the controversy is Tate's new role within Misfits Boxing. After a leadership shakeup, he was introduced as the promotion's combat executive officer, a position that gives him real influence behind the scenes. That announcement shifted public perception instantly. Fans began questioning whether his authority could affect rule enforcement or event operations. Even if nothing improper occurs, the optics alone have amplified Daore's concerns about fairness and conflict of interest.
Injure you.
I am the guy that's coming to put you away for good.
Just like Chase, although I am going to beat you, from the bottom of my heart, all bullshit aside, all bravado aside, even though you just threatened a man with 4 children with brain damage, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, hope you get up and you're perfectly good. That's what I hope.
I hope you wake up in a hospital.
Well, that's the difference in our characters, and we're going to see which one God rewards.
Well, we don't want to talk about character tonight, buddy. Let's just be honest.
Inside Tate's circle, confidence remains unwavering. Sneo, a close collaborator, has repeatedly said the fight will be one-sided. He argues that Tate doesn't accept challenges unless he's convinced he can win decisively. While stressing that he has no personal dislike for Daore, Sneo believes Tate will handle him with ease, turning the matchup into something routine rather than competitive.
He's back. Back on Misfits, he's fighting.
He's the CEO apparently. It seems like they're trying to set something up with KSI in the future, you know. So yeah, that's cool to see that.
Do you still call Tate? Do you still speak to him? I know you had a relationship earlier. I think it was like 2023. You were kind of hanging out with him.
It sounded a little gay.
No, not a relationship, but like friendship. Sorry, friendship.
No, we were never friends. I mean, I knew him a little bit, but no, it is what it is. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing.
Does he beat Chase DeMoor?
I think he does crush him. I think it's an easy fight for him. I like Chase. I want Chase to do well, but overall, I don't think Andrew Tate would take a fight.
Bean Ross echoed that belief but emphasized the psychological edge. He pointed to Tate's mindset, discipline, and years of high-level combat experience as factors Daore simply can't replicate. In Ross's view, activity and confidence alone aren't enough to bridge that gap. He also hinted that the event could draw major crossover personalities, potentially turning the night into something larger than just a fight.
Obviously. I mean, it's not going to even be close. I heard, I don't know if we can put this in there, but Chibu was fucking up Chase DeMoor in a spar. And that's crazy. And by the way, Chibu's an excellent fighter. Don't get it fucked up now, but that's fucking crazy. So, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be close. I mean, at all. Andrew's obviously going to finish him. And then hopefully we see Andrew fight KSI next. That's the one that everyone wants to see, for sure.
Good. Would you go to that?
I'll pull up to that one.
You would come.
I'll go to that one. It'll probably be what, Dubai probably?
Yeah.
I'll go to that. If they fight, I'll pull up to that for sure. That'd be a good
Well,
fight.
you went to Dubai to meet him before, didn't you?
I've been to Dubai. Yeah, the first time. That's right. I was in Dubai a few years back, so I'll definitely pull back up again for sure. I would love to. Mam's invited me to this fight next month, but again, you know, we're not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go to that one, but I'll definitely go to one.
As December 20th approaches, the buildup continues to escalate. Tate wants to prove that his skills, sharpness, and killer instinct are still intact, and that his return is legitimate. Daore wants to show that momentum, confidence, and fearlessness can overcome experience and fame. With personal jabs, contract disputes, and non-stop mind games, this Dubai showdown has grown far beyond a standard Misfits event. When the bell finally rings, either Tate's first-round knockout prediction becomes reality, or Daore delivers a shock that reshapes the entire narrative. Until then, both men remain locked in a verbal war almost as fierce as the one waiting inside the ring.